Yeah, so whenever you need something, it's the plugins you are going to look for. Some are free, some are paid. So depending on what you want, you can go in for the paid or the free versions. Most of the free versions have limitations, but they are also as good as whatever you want to do. Hardly do I buy plugins. And let me say this thing about the plugins. It is things people have created, and it supports whatever you want to do with a website. So when we get into it, you see much of that. And then we have the users. The users, this is where you can create additional users and manage users, or even manage your own profile, as we can see from here. So if you have a website where people can come and sign in, when they sign in, then they will add up to your users, and from this area you can manage them. So you can have users in various categories. Say you are selling or you are creating an online school, you can have people who just sign up for basic course, and then people who sign up for, say, intermediate course, people who sign up for advanced course, and you can categorize them and price the courses as such. So basically, that's what we'll be using the users for. And then the tools, we'll come to the tools, but for now, we'll hold on to the tools and also the settings. We'll just do something brief on the settings. And the collapse menu, just see what happens when I hit the collapse menu. It just changes how the things are, so that you get a bigger space for your other stuff. But when you hover over them, the items beneath it will pop up. So let me just magnify so that we can all see it well. So can I continue? Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Cecilia. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Zeus. Your thumbs up gives me indication that I can continue. Okay, so when we create our WordPress site for the first time, we can come here and see customize your website. But we can also just go to appearance, and in appearance we will have themes and then customize. The theme is how your website looks like, the basic structure, the colors, how things are placed on your website, or how things are arranged on your website. They are all determined by the theme you use. Certain themes have so many spaces to place things. So it is the theme you choose that will determine where you can place certain things on your website. Say you want to place videos and so many other things. It's your theme that will determine where things can go. So it's like you having a shelf. The theme is like a shelf. So the more divisions you have, the more stuff you can put in. And if you have so many small divisions in your shelf, it will be difficult placing big things at certain places. So it's normally advisable you choose your theme very well. But so many people have developed so many themes, and we can be using their themes to help do whatever we want to do. So quickly, we will want to go to the themes and see what we will get for the themes. And note this, I'm connected to the internet. I'm connected to the internet. So That's going to really help us. Though you can be offline, but when you are offline, these are the default ones that come with your installation. These are the default ones. And when you see active, the one active is the current theme your site is running on. And you can change them. So whenever you hover on any other one, you can either activate or preview, see how it looks like before you choose it. So when you hit activate, then you are actually making it your default theme that will reflect on your website. So let's quickly change our default theme to the 2019. We are currently with the 2020 as our active theme. So let's change it to the 2019. We hit on it, and now we can see that the 2019 comes first, and that is our active theme. So let's refresh our page and see. You see our page has changed. How things look like on our page, it has changed. So let's go and make another 2017 active one and come and have a view of how our theme will look. This is the photo that I am. So this is how it will look like with the selected theme. So we can be changing the themes, but we can also go for other themes online. Some are free, some are paid. So it depends on your budget. But most of the time, you might have free ones that will fit your budget. So let's go online. We go add new, and then we see some of them popping up. So many of them popping up. So depending on what you want to do, you might have some of them. So, I believe you can see the ones online. These are the featured ones, and we can have popular ones and so on. But we currently have 15 of them. So let's hover on one of them. I'm picking the last one. Okay, I'm picking the last one, which is business consultancy. We can preview or we can install. So let's quickly preview and see how it looks like before perhaps we install. So we'll click on preview, and it's loading. Sorry, today stuff are not working. So it's taking a lot. Okay. Sorry, my internet today, where I find myself, it's not really helping. Wow. Sorry, it's taking a long time. Put off some of the stuff I have. Woo, this one is taking pretty long. Okay, let's go and pick maybe a simple one. Let's pick the scroll me one and see and have a preview of it. If that one will load fast. And the internet being wow. Wow. Okay, it is loading. Okay, that one also has a block thing. It's for a block. So this is how this thing will look like. And the colors, the default colors it will give us, though we can go and change the colors. But what I normally do is I come and search for themes. And one of the most popular themes you can get is from this people, Astra. I type Astra, ASTRA, and you find them here. The Astra theme is one of the most powerful themes you can find on the net for free. It's one of the most powerful themes you can find on the net for free. So we will go, let's go quickly and install it. So we hit the install and it will download all the file onto our local machine. So let's also try to see if you can get a preview while installing. MTN 4G. Okay, we can see from the top here that it has installed and it's activating. So when it's done activating, then it will become our default theme. Destination folder already. Okay, so we have activated it, and now we can see that that is our default theme, the Astra, the default theme. So we go to Astra and then we come to customize. There are other tutorials online that will teach you how you can create everything from scratch, but it's good you learn those things. But to me, I believe if there are things that have already been done, why would you want to struggle from scratch? If only it's acceptable. But this is an introductory class and it's for the basic, it's for the newbie who wants to just do a quick website. If you want to go into serious things, then maybe you start from another point. But this one is for basic entry. So easy for everyone to work around it. So when we, after we have installed it, this is what we get. And someone will say, it's still not cool. Yes, it's still not all that cool. But when we install Astra site, take a big look at this from them. We got this from them. The yellow, we got this from them. Astra options. And that is what is going to really help us. Whenever you install, most of the things you will get, when you install them, they give you a tool to manage that thing. So for Astra, that is what you get. So we come to options and we will see how we can manage things from here. How we can manage things from here. So that we can even import websites, a complete website, and then edit the content there. So I hope we will do quickly. But let me jump you from here to the plugins so that you can appreciate something later here. Let's go to the plugins. Hold on. show you something here. Let's come to the plugins. Plugins are the things you will be needing for your website. Say you want to create, you want to have a map on your website. Someone has created a map, so you go and pick that map from that person. So people have actually sat down to code complex things for us to use easily, so that we will not need to code. So the things we will be needing in our website that people have done and packaged them, those are the things we will be, that will be addressing as the plugins. And when we come to the plugins, we can see, thank you for installing Astra. Did you know Astra comes with dozen ready sites that we can get started? So we can quickly go to get started and see what it will give to us. Today's internet. I wish I were home. Okay, it's activating. It's activating, and when it activates, this is what we get from the Astra. When we activated the Astra plugin, this is what we get. Or we can come to the plugins again, and then we'll have this search here. Let me highlight it. This search here, we can search for plugins that are already installed. But if you want some from the net, we will pick from the add new plugins. So let's go the add new and see what we get here. We can come and search for Astra here and see Astra. So we can see Astra here, but because we activated it earlier, that's why we see it faded out. But we can have so many things here. So let's say with the plugins, you want to create a map, a Google map. You can come and search for Google and then map. And then you will find so many maps that have already been created. So if you want a map on your website, if you want, say, if you want a contact form for your website where people can come in and sign up, you just can search contact and you find so many of them. You just install and place them there, and then you have your contact form ready to go. Let's say we want, I want to pick something. We want testimonial. People writing their testimonials or their views on our website. Oh, sorry, I'm not testimonial. Yep, we can have so many testimonials on our website, and when we click on it, we can see how that particular one looks like. We can come to the screenshots and see how it will look like on the website, how to do stuff with it. So when we install this testimonial, that's how it's going to look like. People will come to our site, they can write their views on whatever thing we have, rate the site, and then we can have it slide across for people to come and know what we have on our site. So we will have all these things at our disposal to use. Currently, we are concentrating on the themes. So we have installed our Astra. Let's go back to the appearance and see. We installed our Astra, and when we activated our Astra plugin. Know that we first installed the Astra theme, and then we came back and installed the Astra plugin. And the Astra plugin gave us this starter templates. So let's go and look at some of the templates that the teams, the people from Astra have created. Okay, Zeus, if you have a question, you have a question. If you have a question, kindly drop it in the chat. If you have a question, I can see you've raised your hand. Drop the question in the chat. So we are waiting for Zeus' question. Okay, before the question comes, okay, I was not able to install the Astra plugin. Okay, so what message did you get? You are saying you were not able to install the Astra plugin, and I hope your internet is good. But were you? Let me enable your sound so that you tell us what you are actually facing. Let me unmute you. Okay, Juice. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Were you able to install the Astra theme?
Yeah.
You were able to install the theme, but
Yes.
you had an error with the Astra plugin, right?
It never.
Come again.
I couldn't see the after.
Okay, you couldn't see the Astra. Just after you have installed the theme, go to just come to plugins. Come to plugins. Come to plugins. Then you go add new. When you come to plugins, go add new. And from the add new, where you have the keyword, which is search plugins. Search plugins. Here. You can type the word Astra. So you can type Astra, so ASTRA. When you type Astra, you have it popping up. You have Astra popping up. So when it pops up, because I've already installed mine, and I've activated it. That's why you see this. But you will have install and then more details. Are you okay now?
Yeah.
You're okay now. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So let's kindly continue. And then first we go to themes and then we install, we search, we go add new themes. I'm just going back again. We add new theme, we go add new theme, and then we come and search. Although we will have this option also here, upload theme. Sometimes you might have downloaded the theme from somewhere onto your local machine already. In that case, you come and upload from your local machine. But if you don't have it on your local machine and it's online, then you come to the search here and then you search. So I came and I searched for Astra and I had this one popping up. I installed and then I activated it. So once it is activated, then you come to plugins and then you go add new plugin. You search for Astra again. And when you get Astra, yeah, Astra come in, you install it, and after the installation, you activate. So when you activate, let me show. When you activate, so okay, it was coming from the Spark user. Okay, so as we're saying, after you have activated your Astra plugin, you come and you see starter templates added to the appearance. So you can come to the starter templates, so online, and it will ask you select a page builder. We know we will be building web pages, so we will need a page builder, something in the form of say Microsoft Word or something. It comes in such features. And WordPress has its own page builder, but it's actually not cool. So we want to get something which is more close to some of the applications we have been using. And we will have 4 options that are provided by Astra. We have so many of them there. One that is making great strive now, one of the page builders that is making it big now, it's called Divi, D-I-V-I. That one is making a big, that one is making big market, but it's for sale. And then we also have WP Bakery. It's also a fantastic page builder. And when we say page builder, it can also be used to post articles on your blog site. So it's also a post builder. All the page builders are post builders. But the one that I really, really love out of the options Astra will give us is the one called Elementor. The first one. It is a great page builder. We could have downloaded it ourselves from the plugins, because it's a plugin. We could have downloaded it ourselves. When we type Elementor, add new. Let me go add new, and then we type Elementor. Elementor is free. Yeah, we can see it here. So we could have installed it from here, but we want to install it from the Astra template interface. Both ways can work. And Elementor is free, and we have the Pro version. The Pro version you have to buy. It comes with added features. That one you have to buy. But the free version is cool to do some of the basic things we want to do currently. So let's pick it from the Astra, because we are using Astra. Let's pick it from the Astra. So out of the page builders, we can install multiple page builders, but you cannot build a single page with multiple page builders. So if I want to build, say, the home page or the contact us page, I cannot use multiple page builders to build that single page. That will result in a conflict. But I can have multiple page builders depending on the flexibility I will have with each of them to build specific pages that will suit me. So if I see that my home page is the Beaver builder that is so cool to build that page, I can install the Elementor and the Beaver. Then I'll use the Beaver to create the home page, and then the Elementor to create, say, the About Us page, and so on. But for now, I think whatever we want to do, the Elementor will be good enough for us to use. So let's click on the Elementor. it will take us here. So it's the Elementor we are going to use. And then it gives us complete websites which we can use. So depending on what we actually want to do. Today, let's say we want to. Can someone suggest what type of website we should create? What type of website we should create today? Okay, I love this one. Okay, but it's paid. Sorry. When you see any of them with the word agency at the top, that means it is paid one. You have to pay before you can use it. And those ones, today we are not going to pay. So let's look for a free one. Let's look for a free one. Let me see. Let's look for a free one. Okay, I think this organic shop. Let's pick the organic shop. Here, this one. Let's pick organic shop. This one. Yeah, let's pick this one. And see the magic we will get from them. It's a free one, so we can use it. So we just click on it. It opens for us and we see the pages that are in. If it's okay for us, we can use it. If we are not okay with it, we can go back. So let's say we want to create a law firm, a law company. We can come to law, we can type law and see what Astra will give us under law. So we will have law firm here, but the first one is agency. That means we will have to pay. The next two are not actually law, but the last one is for law firm. It's for creating, say, a website for a law firm. So, and let's say if you want to create something which is more of a store, you can come type store and we see all the stores we can have. And as I've indicated, some are paid, some are free. So today we will pick a free one. I just want a very nice one. Okay, let's pick this one, the brand store. Let's pick the brand store and see how that one also looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like about us, the contact us page, and so on. Okay, but from here we can build so many things from it. So we can just pick this one, and we will have these things here. Import complete site, and then we can import just the home template for just the home. But let's import the complete website and see what we will get. So we'll go import complete website. Then it will tell you these are the things it will need. So if we had already imported some before, we might have to delete previously imported sites for our Astra. But for the rest, it's telling us the things we will be needing to make our site work well. So, and the last one is import content. If we uncheck this, we might not get the pictures and most of the pictures, maybe video and other stuff that comes with it. So, but we want to have everything here. So we will import content too. I will give, as we advance, I will give you better options to the Astra. But I just want us to start basically with the Astra. I'll give you a site where you can go and download a complete website. You come and you dump it here, and everything is wonderful for you. I'll give it, but I want us to start with the Astra. So we go import, and we will just have to hold on for it to do all this stuff. So the first thing is it is installing the Elementor. Because we have not installed it, it's installing the Elementor. Then from the Elementor, it will install other things too. So let's see. Yeah, it might take a while. So we are saying import process can take anywhere between 2 to 10 minutes, depending on the size of the sites. That's the one we are downloading and the speed of your connection. Please do not close browser until the site is imported completely. So we can see the first one, successfully activated plugin, Elementor, header, footer, and blogs. So we are through with that one. With the Elementor, we can completely ignore Astra and start building our pages from scratch using the Elementor. And when we get there, I will add that one to whatever we will have to do. Because someone might decide that, okay, I've gone through all the templates at Astra, but I don't find one that best fits my what I want to do. So I want to use a different template. You can have other templates or other themes, and with those themes, you can use Elementor also to do wonderful things without Astra. But today we are focusing on Astra. And we are still importing, depending on my internet. See, I'm not having it lightly with my internet. Okay, so we were creating a store because we chose a brand store. So it also installed another plugin called WooCommerce. And as I indicated earlier, WooCommerce is WordPress plugin for creating shop or store. So if you want to create any store, be it a store like say, let's say Jumia. You want to create a store like Jumia where people can sell their stuff. You want to create your personal store. Maybe you have a provision store, but you want to sell the things you have in that store online. Maybe you have a clothing store, a physical clothing store, and you want to sell the products online. Or you have digital products. Maybe you do say graphic design, and you want to sell the designs you make online. Whichever store you want to do, you for WordPress, it is WooCommerce. When you go to other ones like Joomla, other content management softwares like Joomla, as I said yesterday, we will be using things like VirtueMark, Shop, and so on. They have so many of them. But when it comes to this one, the popular one is WooCommerce when it comes to WordPress. So we'll stick to the WooCommerce. So I think all the plugins we needed have been installed. And now we are, as we can see, we are importing the content. That is the pictures or the media we need on the site. We are about 45% done. Eighteen, 50%. I'll do well to get other starter packs outside Astra so that you can explore all of them. I don't want you to be limited just to Astra, as if Astra is the only starter pack you can have. No, we have so many of them. So I'll be introducing them to you over the weekend. And I'll also do well to be doing some videos and share with you. Okay, so we are importing, we are almost done with importing. Yep, import complete. So when we are done with the imports, you can go and visit our site. This is what we had earlier on. But since we imported something from Astra, this is what we have and we can start with. So we can start with this beautiful website, which is a store, as you can see, and start doing our editing to suit us. Because maybe the beautiful lady here, you've got another beautiful lady you want to use. Maybe you want to use your mother, whichever picture you want to use. From here, we can start editing our stuff. And I think it's cool having this. It's cool having this. I will have to run out quickly. But I believe what we have now is beautiful for us. If you feel it's beautiful, you can just give me an emoji. You can just give me something to show that what we have here is beautiful, because we've transformed what we had earlier on into this beautiful website. And with this website, you can click the store. We have our links up here. So it takes us to the store. So whoever comes to our site here can come and buy the product, say the bracelet, the anchor bracelet. They can come see how it is. If they like it, they can add it to their cart and go and buy. We have this thing, other links here which we can use. If that person, if someone wants to know about us, we can go click the about us, see who we are, our team, the people who work for us, and so on and so forth. So we can have these things here. The about us, we can have the followers here. And also we can have contact us, where people can send us mail and other stuff, see our number and also other stuff. So we can have all these things here. And having this beautiful website, we have not entered a single line of code. And that's the beauty of it. Let's go and see at the background. I've right click it and go, and I'm going to view page source. For the front page, I want us to see this is the line of code that we had to enter all these plenty things. It's 962 lines of code. We had to enter all these things before we get this. So we can imagine the fatigue we would have gone through. But with the power of content management systems, we can easily do stuff without sweat. Okay, so let's go back to our back end and see what we can do from here. After we have installed other templates, we can come and see them here. So we go here and we'll come and see them shown here. So we can come and see our Elementor here, our Elementor here. We have the Elementor header, footer, and blogs. I will show them to you later. We will also come to, we can go pro when we want to buy more features of Elementor. But we still have other free features of Elementor which we can access. And then we have cash flow. The cash flow is linked to our shop. To monitor how our cart flows, and the things that come in and the things people buy. Some people add things to their cart they don't buy. People who buy, and so it's for the analysis. And then we could see the about us. So sorry, the contact us. We have a form here where the people can come in and fill in. And fill in something.com, type a message, and so on and so forth. That is the WP forms. That's the WP forms we have down here. Then we have our WooCommerce here, and then we have our WooCommerce cart abandonment recovery. If someone puts things in their cart and for a long time they don't process it, it can be relegated. Or when they delete stuff from their cart and later they want those items, they can go and recover from their cart and so on and so forth. But these are things we might go deeper into as we progress. But as far as we have gotten, I just want us to end here concentrating on just the Elementor. It's just the Elementor. So let's click on the Elementor. Whenever you install plugins, you have them being featured here on your dashboard. On the dashboard, you have them on this side of here. So we have our Elementor here. Let's go into the Elementor and see. Okay, so we have our Elementor here. This is the general. So it's basically asking us what we want to use our Elementor to do. The first thing is we can post with our Elementor. We can create pages with our Elementor. We can create products with our Elementor. And then the others are not selected. So we can also add this. We want to create headers and footers with our Elementor. Let me show you a footer. Okay, we can have this area. This area is a footer. This area is a footer. Yeah. So we can create these things with our Elementor. So I actually created one with one of the sites I have. So we can have that. Let me clean up here. Okay, let me get this. Okay. Let me erase this. Yeah. Okay, so we can determine what we want our Elementor to do, and sometimes depending on the size of your website, you might decide to come and edit the style here, but we will keep it as it is for now. And then the advanced blah blah blah, you have all these things here. But what I want us to use the Elementor to do right now is create a page, a new page. We can see that all these things, all these menu items, they link to say a page or something. So we want to come and then use it to create a page. But before I proceed to that, let me come and show you something under the settings. Let me show you something under the settings quickly. Okay, under the settings, we can come and change our site name. We called our site test site. You can come and change it to something different and call it brand. Okay, let's call it our beauty shop. Okay, okay, let's call it a Grace Beauty Shop. And then we can give it a tagline, say, where quality comes cheap. We can have these things here, and so on and so forth. But we wouldn't be doing much here. And then the writing. Yeah. Yep. I think we wouldn't be doing much here for now. Yeah. But this is what is important to us. When you come to the reading, the first thing, your home page displays either a static page or posts. When we choose posts, let's choose post and save, and go to our site and see what we will have here. And go to our site and see what we have at the home page. Okay, it's still this one. But when it is post, that means your home page is a post or a blog. But we want our home page to be a normal page, a static page. And then you can come here and see all the pages you have. As I indicated earlier on, the home page is the first page our viewers will see, or people who visit our site. The first page they will see when they come, when they enter our URL. And from here, we can change our home page from the normal home, which is this, to something different. Say we want to change it to store. When we change it to store, and someone visits our site, someone comes to our site, because the URL or the address to our site is localhost, because we are hosting it locally. It's localhost /testing123. So it's like you entering google.com, yahoo.com, or whatever, bbc.com. So ours is this one. So when we enter this one, so when people visit our site first, the first thing they are going to see is the store. As against what we were having earlier on, that is going to see this. So at the reading section, we can change what will become our first page. And then for the post too, we can change how many blog pages or posts we want to have at a go per page. So for every page you want to see, say 10, you can change it to 20, you can change it to whatever. People who are very familiar with blog sites will understand what I'm talking about. The number of blogs, or posts you want to have displayed at a time. So we can change this one here, but we could also have changed it from appearance. We go customize, appearance, customize, and for the others, we will be changing things from here. We'll be changing so many of them from here at the customize. But let's look at this. We will have home page settings here. When we come to home page settings, it's here. What we had at the reading site, almost the same thing we will have here. So we can change it conveniently back to the home. And this time, when we change it to the home, we see how it will look like. It's back to the home, and then we can publish it here. When we hit publish, then it's activated, or say it is saved, and that will become the first page our people will see when they visit our site. So let's go back. And you see the home page. If it had not been re-importing a complete website, and we just created our first website, we would come and see that your latest post will be what will be on our homepage. So this is how we were having the feel earlier on with our blogs being here. but it's pages we want to be displaying on our home page. So we select a static page, and that's why we have this thing. Now, because we imported, it automatically did that for us. But in subsequent ones, that's in the advanced ones, we will not import anything. I just want you to love it today. So in subsequent ones, we will not import a complete website, and then we will build it ourselves. So we will see what I'm talking about here. We have these things here, and the menu. The menu is the things we are seeing here at the top here. We can have our menu. This is the top menu. This is the top menu. We can have one at the side. We can have one at the bottom. And we can have it at various places. We can have the footer menu and so on. So the top menu here, that's our main menu, which we can see here. So when I go to main menu, you see all the things we have here. And if let me take one of them out, say accessories. Let me take accessories out. I click on it. Sorry, let me take accessories out. Oh, sorry. Our main menu. Okay. We can also come and add things to the main menu, but I will do that later on. So we have the stuff here, and we can be adding on. But okay. So if I want to take the account out, as I've clicked on the main menu, I can delete that one. And when I delete it and I publish and come to our front end and see, account is here, but when we reload, account is gone. You can see that the account is gone. So we can add or take out menu items. But we'll be adding them so on. But let's finish up. As I said, let's finish up quickly with our first page creation using Elementor. So we will come to pages. We come to our dashboard, our main dashboard, and then we go to pages. We can go all pages. When you go all pages, we see all the pages we have, or we can add one straight. So when we come, these are the ones we imported. All these are the pages we imported. When we did the importation, it gave us content. So as part of the content, it gave us pages, images, and so on and so forth. So we already have these ones, and we can come and create our own. So we go add. When we go add new, this is what we will get. Add new, and this is the basic editor that WordPress gives you. WordPress gives you, and as I told you, it's actually not cool. It's actually not cool for me, because these are the things you get. As you can see from here, these are the things you get. Let me draw a line here. Let me put a box. Okay. Focus on where I have this thing. This is what you get. You can be doing stuff with it, actually, but it's not all that friendly for me. So that's why we will be switching to the Elementor. Before we switch on, let's just add a page title. What do we want to call the page? So say we want to call the page our branches. Oh, sorry. Our branches. Maybe the store has so many branches, maybe one in Kumasi, one in Accra, and so on and so forth. So we want to create our branches as a page. We create it, we go publish. We hit on the publish app there. Then it updates and we have a new page called our branches. So we can come back to all pages and see if it is actually there. Boom, it's here. We can see it here. You can see it here. Let me go around it. You can see our branches here as a new page we have created. But we are yet to add anything to it. So we can come back and click on it. We click on it and then it takes us back to the editing. But as I told you, we'll be using the Elementor to edit. So we come to the top where we see edit with Elementor. Edit with Elementor. And then it will run and Elementor will load and you will see the difference. Okay, so this is what Elementor gives us. We have the header, or we have the header here, and then we have the footer here, and then we have Elementor having its features here. And the first thing it gives us is the plus sign. The plus is the things we want to add. We want to add section. Say add. The plus thing will give us access to add the things on our left corner here. The things we have here. The things we have here. Yep. The things we have here is the plus button that will give us access to use the things we have here. We have so many beautiful things here. So many beautiful things here, which we can be using. Say we want to add. Okay, so let's quickly add some of the things here. And then we'll come to finally look at the templates that Elementor itself also has. So let's go add. And when you go add, we have these structures available. Because it's the free version, we are limited. But we have these structures available for us. So we can have just one here, or we can have them in two, whatever thing we want to do. So let's pick this one. Okay, let's pick the third one and see. When we click on it, it has created this thing here for us. What we have up here. And the blue thing here, the blue thing at the top, you have add, you have this, edit the section. It edits the entire block. It edits the entire block, which is squared in blue, which we have sub elements here, because we created for 3. And then we can also add another section, which will give us the opportunity to add another one on it. But let's keep to this one first. So when we come and click the plus sign in here, you can see that it opens this thing for us again. So we can add the stuff we want to add here. So let's say I want to add a picture. I come and drag the picture here. Or I double click on the picture. I come add, and then I drag and drop the picture here. It gives me the opportunity to add a picture. You see how easy that is. So when we come to the left side again, we can choose a picture. And when we come here, choose picture, we have the opportunity to go and upload a picture from anywhere on our machine. So we go select, and then we can browse and pick a picture from our machine, anywhere on our machine. And then the already uploaded pictures, we can also pick any of them and use. So let's pick this beautiful lady here and insert. We go insert, and then she comes here. So beautiful. So beautiful. And then we can have things here to edit with them. And with the style, we can increase the width or reduce the width depending on how we want it to be, and so on and so forth. Let's keep it at the original one. We can also add border to it. Say add a border type. Let's say we want to add a solid color border to it. We can see that when we click on it, it added it to it. And we can increase the size and then the radius too, and so on. So the things here, we can be playing with it for now. You play with it. When you mess up, you can easily go back. And then the advanced tool also gives us other features, which we will be looking at later times. So when we want to add text, you can come click on it. We have intersection add text. We come and drag and drop the text here. It gives us this feature here, and then we can add whichever text we want. Whichever text we want, we can be adding. We can be adding text. We can also be within the text. We can add photos or media to it, either a song or other stuff. We can add a song or other stuff. So we click it to take us back to our media place, and then we can upload from our computer or use an existing one which we have already uploaded, and so on and so on, and add to it. So you can, over the period, you can come here and explore all the things we have here. You can come here and explore them and have a good feel of how any of them will be. Let's say, let me drop the last one here. Let me drop the last one here. I want something cool. I want something cool. Okay, social icons. I drop social icons here. And then I have these icons here. Then this one will give me access here to edit them and how I want them to look like. I can change, these are the official colors, but I can come and change the color anything I want to suit the color patterns of my website. So if Facebook, they have their colors and so on, but I can come and change all of that to suit my website. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm doing something cool with it here, and so on and so forth. So you can do it, match your color pattern, not necessarily keeping their normal thing. We have things here which you can be playing, and as the time goes on, we will be focusing on Elementor because it's one of the greatest things you will need to master when you want to create beautiful web pages. Okay, so I think we have this one, and then let's quickly come and end here on the add template. When you come on the add template, Elementor has already done some templates, although we could have picked it from there or we could have done it from that side. Elementor itself has some built-in templates which we can use, and they are very nice. Some are paid, of course. So we can come and have blogs, pages. The blog is just a section like what we just did. What we did was actually a blog. So we can be seeing these blogs. So if you want to have within your page, if you want to have something like this, check out our testimonial. You click on it, it pops up, you see it this way, you go insert. You go insert, let me go insert, sorry. Oh, sorry, the one I picked, it seems it's paid. Sorry, let me go and check again. Is it paid? Yeah, the one I picked is paid. So when you see pro on it, it means it's paid. Paid one. And today, as I told you, you are not paying anything. So you pick the free ones. Okay, so let me pick something here. which is nice, which is nice. Okay, let's fix this block. You come, you click on it, you insert. I had to connect first. Sorry, I had to connect first. Okay, so and when we come here to, instead of adding block, we can add a full page. So if you want to create about us page and you don't have the time to be doing stuff here, they have pre-designed ones which you can just download. When you come, you see searches. So if it's about us you want, you can hit about, and then you find so many of them here. And if you have paid for it, you can take the those ones. But if you have not paid and you're using the free version, this is how it will look like. Our story, blah blah. Then you can use this one. Let's pick a different one and then successfully end. Okay, let's see. Contact us. Let me go to contact us. And with the contact us, you can see some of them here. I'm not finding a free one here. Okay, I have some here which is free. So I can come in and set this. So it's asking me to log into Elementor. Yeah, you can log in. You have to log in into Elementor and create a free one. So we had to log into Elementor first before we could have added the ones they already have. Do I recall my Elementor account? Yep, maybe I do. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I recall that one. Yep. Connect to template. Okay. Okay. So I'm connecting it to myself, the website to myself, and see. So it's nothing big. When you see these things, don't worry. So because I've logged in and I've connected, you can see that the things I want, the block I wanted to add. And if I want to add a full page, as I indicate, you can come to pages. And my template is what you already have put there. You can save some of them, some of the templates, and put them there. So let's say if you wanted to add a complete page. Let's see if you have a complete page, which is free. Okay, let's pick this page. I'm picking any of the pages. Okay, I'm picking this one. And then when I pick it, you can have a preview. It's beautiful. Yeah, so you can insert that whole thing within your page. You have that page in there. And concluding, let me take you to this site. There's this guy called Tyler. So his website is tyler.com. Tyler. He has taken time to go around the web and has seen some of the beautiful templates and blogs people are using, some of the popular websites, some of the templates they are using. The most beautiful ones, he has taken them and he has redesigned them beautifully for use. So when we come to his site, tyler.com, and we go view templates, we can see that he has so many of them here. He has so many templates here, which we can insert. and they are all for free. And he has also categorized them. Some of them you can even see in Elementor. Some of them can even see in Elementor, and he normally picks the free ones in Elementor. So it's the blocks which he has. So you can easily come to his site. Let's go back to his site and see. Let's be, and then you can, let me see the templates or what was that, and download all the blogs. I have downloaded it on my machine. I've downloaded it, and I sometimes use some of his blogs because the ones we saw on Elementor, most of them, okay, this close will take it out. It comes with blogs. So every page is made up of blocks. So the page we inserted, we can delete some of the blocks from it and keep the ones we want if we actually want. When you move over it at the top, you have this class here and so on, so that you can delete. So, and you can come in and edit them one by one as any other Elementor thing. So I will encourage you, you download all his blogs, and when you have his blogs on your site, and when you have his blogs, this is what you can do. Let's add another section. You can come, you go to add template, then you go here, import template. You come to import template, then you go select file. You can go and browse it. I have mine, I think, on the desktop. Let me check it. Yeah, Tyler. I have Tyler here. You come in and they are here. They are in this format, JSON format. So from here, you will not be able to see it and choose the one you want. So normally, this is what I do. I run it alongside his website. So when I come to his website and say I want clients and their testimonials, I come and click. I go through and I see the one I want. Say, let's take the M6. It's the M6 that I find attractive. Then I will come back, and when I'm uploading, select files, then I will come and pick M6. Let's stop Tyler here. I've unzipped it. Then I'll come and choose M6. You can scroll through, or you can just type M6. It comes, select it, open, and then it's imported here. Okay, it comes here. So we can preview it. This is how it looks like. Yeah, this is how it looks like. And then we can successfully insert in our website. So after we've inserted it, we can see it here. You can see it here, and then start editing it to suit what we want, and so on and so forth. So I would like to end here. Some of our participants have dropped out. Oh, I didn't pay attention to them. Some of them had wanted to come back. Someone said that. So you can be exploring here and create a mess, because you wouldn't get it the first time. You wouldn't. And I'll also give you, maybe I wouldn't have time to create a video on it. So I'll give you a link to a video on YouTube. The guy, the Tyler guy I spoke of, he will give you beautiful tutorial on it, and then you'll be very comfortable using it in the way forward. So I would like to end here. If you have any questions, you can kindly ask, and then we continue. Any question, please? Oh, this level is just you. Let me. Okay. Wow. Okay. So if you don't have any question, then I think you can successfully. Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. And in our next sections, we will do much with the elemental and create beautiful pages. Have a nice week.
Uh, okay.